Well, good afternoon and welcome to Mulaney Gym here inside Alumni Hall in Providence. Home of the Providence College Friars as they get set to take on the Xavier Musketeers in Big East women's basketball action. Nearing the midway point of the Big East season so far, we'll take a look at the standings to this point. The only remaining undefeated team in league play, Marquette. Providence currently in a tie for 6th. Coming off a big win over Butler as they handed the Bulldogs their only Big East loss of the season to date. And Xavier hanging with St. John's right now in the Big East cellar, but looking to climb a little higher here this afternoon. I'm Mike Mancuso, joined today by Pam Roker. And Pam, an interesting game for these two teams, both coming off overtime games. The Friars outlasting Butler in triple overtime on Friday morning. And then Xavier battling Creighton to overtime on Friday night. And that presented some interesting travel issues for Xavier coming out here to the Ocean State.
Yeah, the weather definitely a factor, as well as that tough overtime loss. The Xavier Musketeers really had a great opportunity to defeat Creighton on their home floor. It's going to be a test for this young Musketeer squad for their resilience, overcoming the travel problems, getting in late last night, and facing a red-hot Friar squad coming off of that big overtime win against Butler.
Absolutely. And when you take a look at this Xavier team, it's a team, no seniors, no grad students, but someone who's been stepping up is one of their super sophomores, Ariana Gray.
Oh, has she ever. Leading rebounder in the Big East. Coach Neal said you can feel her confidence growing every game. She's averaging a double-double. She shoots it at 46% from the floor. She also leads the Musketeers in steals. Watch for the Friars to pay a lot of attention to this young lady today.
The Friars also a team enjoying a youth movement. One of the players stepping up as of late, the freshman, Kayla Webb.
It's Kayla Webb. They call her K Webb. She's scheduled to make her 5th start today. She's only a freshman, but the Friars have really flourished under her leadership. She plays with a lot of poise, and Mike, she can flat out shoot the basketball, averaging almost 10 points a game in Big East play.
Yeah, 16 points in each of the last 2 contests for Webb. So, when we return, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip from here in Providence. This is the Big East on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
Welcome back to Mulaney Gym here in Providence as we get set for the opening tip in just a few moments. Time to run through the starting lineups for both teams here this afternoon. First, we'll take a look at the starting 5 for the Xavier Musketeers. It'll be the sophomore from Providence, Rhode Island, Deja Ross, joined by Aaliyah Dunham, the sophomore from South Charleston, West Virginia, Princess Stewart, the sophomore from Frankfort, Kentucky, T. Owens, the junior out of Mahia, Texas, and rounding out the starting 5 today, Ariana Gray, the sophomore from Maple Heights, Ohio. That is the starting 5 for head coach Brian Neal. Now, in his 6th season at the helm of the Musketeers. And for the Friars today, really no surprises. Same starting 5 that we saw on Friday morning. It'll be Kayla Webb, Mary Baskerville, Yo-Yo Nogich, Maddie Jolin, and Olivia Orlando. Friars win the opening tip. They'll go to work right away on the offensive end. Baskerville will kick it out for Webb, spots up for 3 and hits right away. Continuing her hot shooting as of late.
I'll tell you what, on Friday, the quick start was a big key to their win over Butler. They had a ton of crowd support. We've got a lot of youth basketball teams in the crowd today, Mike. A fast start again for the Friars.
Well, and it definitely makes a difference. These kids certainly feed off that crowd energy, and when they can get off to a good start, good things are usually in store for the Friars. So the Musketeers on their first offensive set of the day. They go inside to their main target, Ariana Gray, who's rejected immediately. Back on the other end, Nogich for 3, a little bit too strong. Easy rebound that time for Deja Ross.
Yeah, Baskerville's length is going to be a real factor today. At 6'3", tallest player on the floor. Her ability to stay out of foul trouble is going to be key, but that time it was nice timing on the block shot.
That will be the matchup to watch here early on, Baskerville versus Gray. Gray with the 21, Baskerville with the number 10. The Friars wearing the gray uniforms today with the black numerals. 3-ball on the way, and that one well off the mark. Another offensive board for Gray, who is then tied up. There's a little bit of contact there as well. Her goggles got shifted. We'll see if they wind up changing this to a foul or not. The officials having a little conversation here to talk things over.
That could be a 30-second clock as well.
Here's another look.
Clock violation.
Go over to the monitors. Time will be looked at here. That's what they want to adjust for. But either way, talking to Coach Neal earlier in the week, just talking about getting his team in the right mindset, especially after the tough travel, which each team in the Big East has to deal with that long trip, and certainly not helpful when you don't get in until 7 o'clock the night before. They usually would have traveled on Friday. Some weather prevented that, so Xavier didn't get into Providence. So after 7 o'clock last night, they were practicing here around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a late night. It's quick turnaround time anyway when you're playing the Friday-Sunday format. It's a real test for this young team. We talked about it in the open. No senior, no graduate student. Youngest team in the league. Their ability to bounce back and really overcome. Plus, they had that heartbreaking loss. They really played very well at Creighton on Friday night and had an opportunity to win one on the road. So let's see how they respond in this first quarter.
Friars enjoy early 3-0 lead thanks to a three-pointer from Kayla Webb. So they're going to reset the shot clock to 1 second. Xavier's going to have to get this one in and up in a hurry. Inbounding duties will fall to T. Owens. Quickly inside for Gray, and whoa, what a slick little play to beat the shot clock.
I'll tell you what, that was great design of the inbounds play. Gray is so active, already exerting herself on the offensive glass. That was a great cut.
And even more impressive when pretty much everyone in the building knows who they're going to try to get that ball to. Friars now will have to respond. Maddie Jolin has been on fire as of late, especially in Big East play. She closes in on 1,000 career points. Yo-Yo Nogich switching inside for Baskerville, taking it at Gray, puts up a tough shot, and it goes, and she'll be heading to the line for the and-one opportunity.
Strength out of the freshman down low. Ross came with the double team. Gray even got a hand on the basketball, Mike, but just a strong finish, the confidence growing.
They're going to give the foul to Deja Ross. That is her first personal, and Baskerville converts. And you know, she's had her struggles at the line, but has been steadily getting better in Big East play. Able to convert, and that could be very important down the stretch here this afternoon.
Baskerville's been such a presence, 3-time freshman of the week. She brings size. She's a finisher. She's shooting almost 60% from the floor. She's off to a good start this afternoon.
Certainly a wonderful addition. An infusion of size into the lineup for Coach Crowley. And Olivia Orlando is going to whistle for the offensive foul. Got a little bit too out of control that time down the lane, so offensive fouls on each end of the floor.
Just good defense by Ross, keeping herself in the path. Mike, one thing for the viewers to know today, this is a prolific three-point shooting team in the Xavier Musketeers. All 5 players on the floor are a threat. They've taken almost 150 more threes than their opponents, so it's really going to stretch the Friars' defense this afternoon.
Perimeter defense certainly a key to this one, according to Coach Crowley. Wants to make them feel uncomfortable. Don't let them get in rhythm like that. Too easy for a player of great skill. She knocks it down from downtown.
How about her versatility to be able to step outside? That's going to be a defensive challenge for Mary Baskerville.
Friars, though, answering right away on the other end. They get going and have a nice 8-5 lead here early on.
Yeah, speaking of challenges, Yo-Yo Nogic, the Friars' outstanding scorer. She's added the ability with that mid-range game.
Another 3 launch there by Xavier. Last touch, they're going to say, by the Friars. As again, fighting for that rebound was Ariana Gray, the league's leader in boards.
One of the things Coach Crowley talked about, when you play a team that's going to take this many threes, you've got to be ready to rebound the basketball. The long ball puts pressure on all 5 defenders to take on that rebounding responsibility.
Said one of their points of emphasis today was not allowing those second chance threes. Xavier, in so many of those misses, able to kick it out to an open shooter. Certainly made teams pay over the course of the season. See what the Friars do on this possession. Maddie Jolen for Orlando, quickly now for Nogic. And a tough pass off the hands of Orlando, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. That leads to another area of concern for Coach Crowley, the turnovers. They had 32 on Friday morning against Butler. Obviously, when overtime's a lot more game to have more turnovers, but it has been a concern. They've averaged 21 in Big East games.
Coach Crowley talks about it all the time, the striving for more consistency and dependability. That's an unforced turnover, and that is a focus of this team as they continue to improve, is taking care of the basketball.
Shot from the perimeter, this time will go. Tiara Floyd, the junior from Toledo, Ohio. Hits the big shot to knock things up at 8 apiece. Orlando now. Loosely marked that time by Ross. They go inside from Baskerville, back outside, and it's picked off by Lauren Wasselson.
It was great ball reversal. Baskerville had a look inside, probably overpassed in that situation.
Feeling it, but not delivering that time was Tiara Floyd. The long-range bomb wouldn't go. Webb on the other end, slices, dices, and gets it to go. And Kayla Webb will be heading to the line for a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play.
That's a nice job off the defensive glass to get the rebound and go. Yo-Yo Nogic with their head up, found Kayla Webb on the wing. She never hesitated, Mike, just turned the corner with great explosiveness.
And Webb really a dual threat. She can spot up and knock it down, and also has the potential to drive the hoop. As we've seen her do both things already here today. Webb with 5 points, a chance for her 6th right here. And the shot is good. Friars back on top by 3. Nearing the midway point of this first quarter.
This is one of the smaller, quicker Providence lineup. Chanel Williams into the game. Andrea Cooper.
Trying to free up Princess Stewart. Sophomore from Frankfort, Kentucky. Working into the lane that time was Allie Reif. Bailing her out was her teammate Tiara Floyd. Here's a long bomb from Wasselson, and Xavier, as you mentioned, not shy about putting up those threes.
Tell you what, Wasselson, Big East Freshman of the Week one time. Again, you see that green light situation for these Xavier shooters.
Nogic misses the mid-range jumper, and back the other way quickly, Aaliyah Dunham. She'll reset now with Wasselson. Wasselson, someone that Coach Neal spoke very highly of. Freshman really coming into her own. Seeing a little bit tougher defenses in the Big East, but has started making those adjustments. Long miss that time from Dunham, and here come the Friars. Williams into the lane. Back out for Nogic. Now Webb for 3. Got it.
You know what, that's where you see the offensive discipline out of Providence that time, Mike. The big push offensively, nothing there in transition. They regrouped, extra pass. That's nice execution and certainly a good hit by Webb.
9 quick points already from Kayla Webb. started her career with a fantastic team, had 15 points in her debut. The most Sarah Beal scored 20 in her debut back in 2013. Here's Webb leading the charge once again. Williams to the rack, won't go. Kira Spiewak, though, there to clean it up.
Yeah, Coach Crowley said he's going to go a little bit deeper in his bench than he did on Friday. Spiewak into this basketball game in the fourth quarter. Again, that's kind of a function of that Friday, Sunday. You've got to use that depth. Spiewak, nice job following up that miss layup.
Coach specifically mentioning that was a key to the success against Butler. The ability to go a little bit deeper on the bench, and he knew they would need that here this afternoon as we have a foul on the inside. They're going to get it on Chanel Williams. Her first personal brings us to a break in the action here in Providence. The Friars leading by 5. This is Big East basketball on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
Together!
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
And welcome back to Mulaney Gym here in Providence. Mike Mancuso alongside Pam Roker. And Pam, hard to believe in less than 2 months, the Big East Women's Basketball Tournament will be taking place at the Wintrust Arena in Chicago. If you want to attend, you can get tickets by going to bigeast.com/WBB tickets or by calling 773-325-SLAM. And based on what we've seen already this season, it really could be almost anyone's tournament.
I'll tell you what, we've seen a lot of parity. The Marquette's starting to separate themselves a little bit. The big win over Seton Hall on Friday night. But I'll tell you what, it's an exciting time, and all of these teams fighting for seeding, and for the Providence Friars today, so important to win at home as you're trying to position yourself for those final standings.
Absolutely, they put themselves in a good spot early on thanks to shooting the basketball at a 67% clip here early on. Friars 6 of 9 from the field, also 2 of 3 from beyond the three-point arc. But at the line right now for the Musketeers, Aaliyah Dunham, a member of last year's Big East All-Rookie team. But just at 63% from the line on the season. That number dips down under 50% now when it comes to Big East play. Team leader in assists, makes the second, closes the gap to 4, and that will allow Xavier to bring T. Owens back into the game. Friars have made a couple changes as well. Erlette Scott in to help out in the backcourt with Chanel Williams. Just gives them another type of look, a little bit bigger, stronger guard who can definitely handle the rock as well. Here's Williams skipping it over for Spiewak. Jolin now trying to penetrate, a little push off as she had some contact with Allie Wright.
Xavier changed into a zone defense out of the timeout. Good recognition by the Friars.
Fresh 30 seconds here for Providence. Joel quickly inbounds to Andrea Cooper. Now Williams will run the offense. She's stared down by Wasselson. Jolin now trying to get some space and bounce it right off her foot. Got the step that time on Rife, but an unlucky bounce for the senior.
Talking to Coach Crowley, talks about Jolin, really the toughness factor. She sets the tone for the team, so aggressive at both ends of the court. That time, just a little over anxious with the bounce off her foot.
Jolin now needing to 6.5 points per game to get 1,000 points for her career. Scored, has averaged 15 points in her last 5. 3-ball on the way, no good for Rife. Rebound corralled by Kira Spiewak, and now Chanel Williams with some pace. Here's Jolin for 3. Got it!
I'll tell you what,
Jolin from downtown.
That's a great look by Chanel Williams. The Friars will push it when it's there. They're going to be opportunistic in transition. And that's a great pass hit Jolin right in the hands, able to get the quick release. That's a good hit from deep.
Well, for as much as Xavier shoots a 3, they're only 5th in the league, shooting at 33%. The number dips down to 29% in Big East play. Here's another 3-ball too long. Scott getting to the rebound. Chanel Williams now, nice little bounce pass for Spiewak, who lays it in for 2. Good transition basketball out of the Friars.
That's the way you draw it up. 3-on-2 in transition. That's a great lead. Look at the bounce pass. Spiewak running all the way to the basket. A lot of trust in her teammate to deliver the basketball.
Friars really making Xavier pay with some of the misses on those long 3s. Here's Gray trying to go to work on the inside. Is able to get some contact from Andrea Cooper, and that will put Ariana Gray at the line shooting 2.
Gray really working hard in that low post. They are trying to get her the basketball. Cooper giving up a couple inches inside. That time caught with the foul.
Gray on the season, 67% from the free throw line. Has 5 points already today. And casually drops that one in. Couple more changes for Xavier now. Checking back in, Aaliyah Dunham and Princess Stewart. They were both in the starting 5 today for head coach Brian Neal. And 30 left here in the first quarters. It's been a fantastic shooting quarter for the Friars. Gray closing the gap just a bit, 7-point lead now. Xavier will extend the defense, trying to force the issue for the Friars. Friars struggle a little bit there breaking that press, but finally get it down to Spiewak. Open jumper, and she hits.
Yeah, very deliberate on the press break. They move the ball with the pass. Spiewak coming in, giving Coach Crowley's squad good minutes in this first quarter.
6 points now for Kira Spiewak, sophomore from Arlington Heights, Illinois. Dunham able to bail herself out there with some tricky dribbling. Now for Stewart, she'll launch the 3 with Jolin in her face. Long rebound to Jolin, and here come the Friars again. Jolin keeps it moving, and now we'll reset through Erlette Scott. Not to challenge Jolin was Dunham, and now Williams will back it out.
Good transition defense that time by the Musketeers.
Now a minute here in the first quarter. Nice pass from Jolin. They quickly move that ball around. Williams slicing, dicing, and now Jolin for 3. Ball rattles out. Some great ball movement there. Shot clock off now. 20 seconds here for the Musketeers.
You see Coach Crowley clapping his hands on that play. Great ball movement. He loves it when they're reversing the basketball multiple times, using the pass versus the dribble. The Friars did everything except convert.
They really had the Xavier defenders moving all over the place. Here's a good look for 3 from the corner that rattles out. Gray fighting for the rebound as time expires. First quarter in the books. The Friars leading this one 23-14. We'll be back with more from Providence. This is the Big East on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Family!
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
Together!
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
Welcome back to Mulaney Gym here inside Alumni Hall once again. Getting ready for the start of the second quarter. The Friars using some hot shooting from the field, 69% and 60% from beyond the arc to take this 9-point lead over the visiting Musketeers of Xavier. And Pam, they've really been led so far by Kayla Webb, who hasn't missed a shot from the field or from the line.
I'll tell you what, 9 early points, and what Coach Crowley is finding is that nice combination where he can have Chanel Williams and Kayla Webb on the court. It's a real quick lineup, which will be important today when you're defending the perimeter attack of the Xavier Musketeers.
And the Friars winning the battle of the boards thus far, out-rebounding Xavier 9-5. A lot of those long misses off those three-point attempts will come back to haunt Xavier. Here's No Good's putting up the floater, no good. Scott couldn't quite haul it in, but then say last touch, I believe, by T. Owens.
Yeah, T. Owens. That basketball was going to belong to Xavier.
And Coach Neal realizing that as well, saying, come on, get ahead of the game sometimes, but it's hard to not go for a loose ball. They'll let Scott now with Williams in the backcourt for the Friars. Nogic now trying to penetrate, dumps it in for Baskerville. Left it short the first time, but made no mistake on the second.
Yeah, just too much size right now with Baskerville. We've seen Xavier now come out of the timeout 2 different trips into a zone defense. That time, again, good recognition out of the Friars. Baskerville, great hands and stick-to-itiveness.
And with that matchup going against Gray, really making Gray have to work on both ends of the floor. Gray, though, able to track down that long rebound.
Such a nose for the basketball. So agile, very mobile in that post position, and certainly versatile as she can step out and hit the 3.
Done on the inside for Gray. That is just silky smooth.
Little dive off of the 2-player game. That was a perfect pass. Such a quick jumper, great hands. Sophomore having a breakout season.
Williams now leaving it for Baskerville, the soft jumper. And again, it's going to be a long day for Ariana Gray if she's going to have to be that active on both ends of the floor. Mary Baskerville can keep it going. You've already mentioned she's a 3-time Big East Rookie of the Week. Will certainly flourish in this system of Coach Crowley.
Yeah, the only thing that's really slowed Mary Baskerville down this season has been foul trouble. She's starting to get a little more selective with her play on the defensive end. She was able to stay in that Butler game the majority of the contest. That's going to be a big key to her continued success.
So Gray misses the 3 with Baskerville in her face. Friars the other way. Williams taking it right down the lane. Puts it up, won't go, but has earned herself a trip to the line.
Chanel Williams, according to Coach Crowley, really starting to find her voice in the huddle as a leader. We know she can go by anybody off the dribble, Mike. It's now making good decisions. We've seen her really penetrate and kick. That time kept it for herself, earning the 2 free throws.
The other nice thing we've been able to see for the Friars over the course of this season, the way they've been coming together as a team. Something that Coach Crowley talked about too. The importance of that, this team to gel with so many younger players getting significant minutes out there. The fact that they've stuck together has been this season. They've had their ups, they've had their downs, but they're really starting to come together at the right time.
You mentioned it's the chemistry, right? It's that total involvement Jim Crowley talks about. Everything from rushing over to pick up a teammate if they take a charge, the bench being into it. It's that trust in each other, and certainly winning breeds that confidence and certainly that attitude and success.
Xavier obviously developing that too over the last couple of seasons. With their youth league, it's fairly rare to have no seniors or grad students, but that's just the way it's lucked out for Coach Neal this year. It feels that this team is starting to come together. Shot clock winding down forces T. Owens into a sprint towards the hoop, where she was able to draw some contact. Getting it on Chanel Williams. That is her second personal.
Speaking of being able to go by at will off the bounce, T. Owens, very explosive with the basketball. Good time, good recognition on her part, noticing that the 30-second clock was about to expire.
Now the Friars will bring in another one of their twin towers, a freshman from Elmhurst, Illinois, Alyssa Geary. Geary on the offensive end, she could knock down the three. Being at 50% on the season. Scott the other way now for Webb. Flyers will go to work in the half court. Geary looking for Baskerville. Last touch by Baskerville is maybe a little too ambitious that time, as Baskerville was double team, that's someone in front and in back.
Yeah, you're right. Geary's got to make that look. Just stay patient, reverse the basketball, let Baskerville repost. That was good. Help side defense by Xavier.
T. Owens now leading the charge down the near side. Can't quite get around the corner on Webb. Floyd, a little reverse, and she's fouled. Goes down fairly hard, but that's going to most likely go against Baskerville, and indeed it does. That is her first personal of the day.
There's another look. Baskerville being challenged to defend on the perimeter. Great use of the shot fake, gets Baskerville to fight. Good move by Floyd, putting the basketball on the floor.
Floyd, one of the better free throw shooters for Xavier this season. Over 75%, has yet to miss one in Big East play. The Friars lead at 10 now. They led by 9 at the end of the first quarter. Second one good as well. A redshirt junior out of Toledo, Ohio. Now with 5 points for the game. Webb working against Owens, looking inside for Baskerville, and Friars making it look very easy on the inside, especially with Gray on the bench.
Great set offense that time, a little inside action. Good hands by Baskerville. Floyd gets caught going over the top. Nice assist by Webb.
And off there for Dunham. Jolin out the challenge, but Dunham hits a tough shot just inside the three-point arc. Jolin the other way, leaving it for Webb. Baskerville calling for it again as she wants to work against Floyd. Nogic skips it across for Jolin. Good look for three. That one a little bit off the mark. Back the other way now comes Dunham. Outside and thinking about three was Floyd. It would have been a deep one. Fighting inside the lane, T. Owens. They rotated to the corner. Three ball on the way from Rife, no good. And Baskerville, another rebound.
That's good ball movement out of Xavier that time.
Geary inside for Baskerville, cutting through, but too strong off the glass. Nice touch on the pass, though, from Geary. And out of control, Aaliyah Dunham runs over Maddie Jolin, and there's some of that camaraderie. They go right over to pick her up. She absorbed a lot of contact on that charge.
Takes a lot of courage stepping in. We mentioned that trademark Maddie Jolin basketball. But I want to go back to Baskerville running the floor. She didn't make the layup, but how about she gets the rebound at the defensive end, sprints the floor. She's going to get a well-deserved break, but a great start for that rookie in this basketball game.
With Baskerville checking out, Coach Neal brings Gray back in. Jolin trying to fight on the baseline, and pass a little too hot to handle for Kayla Webb that time as it sails into the crowd.
Good look at Maddie Jolin, arguably playing the most consistent basketball over her career right now, and that's great timing for the Friars as they're making this move in the Big East standings.
Another three on the way from Wasselson, no good. Olivia Orlando, who had led the team in rebounding earlier in the season before Baskerville really emerged. Here's Nogic for three and cans it. The Friars' all-time leader in three-pointers made hits another one from downtown.
Yeah, Jen Reinerson, Providence College's sports information director, provided us some numbers.
Ooh, but the answer on the other end, Princess Stewart connects from long range.
I couldn't. The scoring pace is so fast and furious, but Yo-Yo Nogic, 11th in the NCAA right now in made three-pointers.
And it continues to rain threes here in Mulaney Gym. Kayla Webb, another three ball. She's got 12, and the Friars lead by a dozen. Brings us to a break in the action here in Providence. We'll be back with more. This is the Big East on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
Together!
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
Friars out to a 12-point lead here in Providence with 4:32 left in the second quarter. Mike Mancuso alongside Pam Roker. And Pam, Friars doing an excellent job of sharing the basketball.
You look at the statistics, they already have 10 assists in this basketball game. They only average 13 in Big East play. We've seen great spacing, great ball movement, unselfish play, and certainly the red-hot shooting at 64% from the floor.
Yeah, 10 assists on the 14 made field goals for the Friars, and it has led to some very good looks, and they're hitting those shots here so far this afternoon, led by that young lady, Kayla Webb. 12 points already in the first half, just 4 points off her career high, which she has scored in the last 2 games. We talked about it early, how she's heated up in Big East action, 16 versus Seton Hall and 16 on Friday against Butler. Might hit that mark again here today. Xavier mixing it up. Dunham in the lane, and we'll draw a little bit of contact that time. Dunham will head to the line shooting 2.
Nice curl by Dunham. Got Webb on her back. Just the presence of mind to hang a little bit.
You can see Webb trying to hold up, but got her a little bit with the body that time. First one is good for Dunham. She now has 4 as Coach Neal talking things over with his staff there, trying to get his team back on track.
No extended pressure. Made free throws, typically an opportunity to set a full court press.
Geary trying to post up inside on Wasselson. They get her the ball. Definite size advantage there, and that one just kind of took off on Geary as she was looking to get it over to Kayla Webb.
Yeah, you have the sense that the Musketeers are trying to flip a switch on the defensive end and increase the intensity. It's a good stop.
That is the 7th turnover of the game for the Friars. Nogic getting down and dirty on the hardwood, able to come up with it. Now Kayla Webb in transition. Has it knocked away and somehow gets it back to Nogic without getting called for the travel.
Yeah, look at the extended pressure out of Xavier.
Princess Stewart defending on Nogic. Here's Spiewak for 3, and she hits.
Yeah, Spiewak just stayed spotted up in the corner the whole time. A real scramble for the basketball. Credit Webb for being able to squirt that basketball out of the scrum.
And that is the first 3-pointer of the season for Spiewak, who has a new career high as well with that made hoop. Long distance shot that time off the mark as Dunham couldn't convert. Webb, Nogic for 3. Of course.
I'll tell you what, it's just a thing of beauty. We had the right angle. We're directly behind that shot. The ball coming off her hands with the rotation. Yo Nogic, career all-time 3-point shooter for a reason. Just tremendous form and confidence.
Wasselson trying to answer. That one in and out. Big rebound for Geary, who was able to get position on Gray. Spiewak. Orlando. She'll find the seam, draws the contact with Gray, and that's going to be the second personal on Ariana Gray.
Orlando does all the little things for this Friar basketball squad. That time, nobody stopped the basketball. She's one of the best passers on the team. That time, called her own number.
Actually, correction, that is the first on Gray. Friars on a 6-0 run over the last 1 minute and 3 seconds. Have made their last 4 field goals as well. And they're shooting at 67% right now. Plenty for Coach Crowley there to be happy about. His team well above its season average in terms of pace of scoring. Friars 8th in the Big East at just 63 points per game, but already just 20 points off of that here with a couple minutes left in the second quarter.
And their offensive flow and execution has been really tight the start of this basketball game. There's a Friar squad coming off the upset of Butler, just playing with a ton of confidence right now.
On the drive, T. Owens able to get inside and deliver. Much needed hoop for the Musketeers. Owens now with 3 points for the game. Spiewak trying to drive this time, has Orlando wide open, and another easy hoop for Olivia Orlando, the sophomore from Winthrop, Massachusetts.
One of the reasons the Friars are getting so many assists, when they put the ball on the floor, Mike, they keep their head up. They're able to have good court vision, find open teammates.
Quick jumper won't fall for Princess Stewart. Things starting to really get difficult here for Xavier. They've run into a little bit of a buzzsaw in the Friars here at home.
Here's another look. Friars looking to push tempo. Ross, too many hands on Nogic as she made the turn.
Friars will have the ball on the near side with Maddie Jolin. Fresh 30 seconds to work with. Quickly in for Erlette Scott. Scott calls out the play. That'll send Baskerville in motion with Orlando, Spiewak, and Jolin as well on the floor. Jolin picked up this time by Maddie Johnson, who just checked in. Erlette Scott trying to find some space to work. Scoops it up, won't go. Baskerville colliding with Gray, and Baskerville slow to get up and holding her right arm and hand. Certainly don't want to see that here, Coach Crowley and the Friar faithful.
Coach Crowley going to come in with Cooper, take a look at Baskerville.
That'll also be the second foul on Baskerville, as they'll have that hand looked at. Tough blow for the Friars there. Providence athletic training staff will take a good look at that hand and wrist. And now, less than a minute to play, T. Owens will run the point on this possession. Around it comes for Stewart. Stewart down the lane, lost the handle. Is some active hands by Orlando and Scott, but Scott had it slip as she went for the home run pass. Gray now the other way. Up top, Wasselson. They swing it. Stewart for three. Got it. A pure-looking shot that time from Princess Stewart.
Great look by Wasselson to make the extra pass. We know the Musketeers have the firepower to get back in this basketball game.
About a 2.5-second differential here, game clock and shot clock, as the first half coming to a close. Orlando swings it for Spiewak, and she traveled. Took that little extra hop as she received the pass.
Yeah, 2 turnovers at the end of the second quarter, just killers for the Providence Friars.
Friars who have led by as many as 18. And that last made 3, have seen it go down to 15. Opportunity here for Xavier to close out the half with some momentum. Dunham leaving it for Gray. That one well off the mark. And the Friars will have 2.1 seconds to get one final shot off. They'll check Yo-Yo Nogic back in to help out with that. Geary as well, so 2 more three-point shooters in for the Friars. They'll combat that on the other end with Ashley Gomez. Get Gray out of there. Don't want her to pick up another foul.
I'll tell you what, teams practice this shot all the time, Mike. At the end of practice, at shoot-arounds.
And Spiewak, as time expires, won't hit, but the Friars will head into the locker room, enjoying a 15-point lead. It's been the freshman, Kayla Webb, leading the way for Providence. So as we step aside, we'll leave you with Megan Caffrey, who has an update on women's basketball in the Big East.
Welcome into the Big East Women's Basketball Update. I'm Megan Caffrey. What a week it has been for Big East Women's Hoops. 3 teams are receiving recognition in the latest national polls. Marquette, DePaul, and the Butler Bulldogs are receiving votes for the 2nd straight week. The Marquette Golden Eagles are leading the pack, coming in at number 14 in this week's rankings. That is not only a program record for the Golden Eagles, it's also the highest ranking by any Big East team since conference reconfiguration. I think the really interesting thing here is that you look at the success that the Golden Eagles are having without Big East preseason player of the year, Alizea Blockton. She has been out the last 4 games with an injury, and it's next man up mentality for the Golden Eagles. That next man up has been Natisha Heidemann. Get this, Natisha has averaged 15.4 points per game, and now she is averaging 17.8 points per game since Blockton's injury. She now leads the league in scoring. And the DePaul Blue Demons are back in the national polls after a week of absence from last week. And DePaul is usually getting off to a really hot start in conference play. They're sitting at 3-2 in league action right now. And it's a little bit of a different mindset for the Blue Demons this season. I sat down with forward Marte Grays about the new identity that this Blue Demons team is creating for themselves. We now welcome in DePaul forward Marte Grays. Marte, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Your team trailed in your game against Villanova on Sunday until your three-pointer forced overtime. You then outscored the Wildcats 11-4 to win it. What was the difference offensively for your team in overtime?
Offensively, we had a lot of juice, a lot of motivation to get the win that night. We didn't do much more than just execute our offense. That's all that was. It was nothing special about anything else in overtime, but just execution. We did a real good job of executing our offense.
You also had a come-from-behind victory on Friday against Georgetown. Back-to-back come-from-behind wins. What did that teach you about your team?
That we have a fight in us that we can just, if we can carry on throughout the season, the regular season conference, we can pull off and beat a lot of great teams in this league. We just have to start from the start, getting off to a quick and efficient start. So if we can come back and win against a great team like Georgetown, we can do that against any team in the Big East.
Who is the most vocal motivator on the team?
I have to say Ashton Millender. Like, she brings the energy offensively and defensively, especially defensively. She gets to us and gets in our heads and have us going.
After the game on Sunday, head coach Doug Bruno said your team is still really trying to find yourselves. What is the identity that you hope at the end of this Big East season you have created?
We just want to be a team, one of DePaul's best teams, 2019, 18 and 19 team. We just want to establish roles and do what we do best, really. So it's really nothing more to it than that.
What is it that you do best?
Well, me personally, post up, just and help my team, of course, like defensively or stuff like that. That's what I do best personally. But our team, we shoot the three well, and we look for each other. We assist pretty well too.
You are majoring in sociology, Martez, with a concentration in criminology. Once you're in season, how is it balancing the academic schedule with all of the basketball that is going on?
Sometimes it can get a little rough or a little hard, but lately it's been real smooth. This is my last year. I'm only taking one class right now, and I'm pretty focused and locked in academically and on the court right now. So I think that's positive for me.
Your team is home this weekend. What are some of the home rituals that you guys have pregame?
They are different, but we just like, since it's home, like we just like to chill. We live literally right across the street from the gym, so we don't, we just chill and stuff until it's time for game time. Like people's pregame rituals are so different than others on the team.
What's your pregame ritual?
I personally like to stay up and, do my hair, put a little mascara on. I stay up the whole time because I'm so anxious all the time.
Will this hairdo be what we're going to see this weekend?
I don't know. Should it be?
I love it. Yeah.
Okay, well, it is.
It brings a little something. I love it. Martez, thank you so much for joining me, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
deep, as we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
Together!
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
And we welcome you back inside Mulaney Gym here in Alumni Hall in Providence, where we are at the half. The Friars have built a 15-point lead over the visiting Musketeers of Xavier. The Friars look to connect on back-to-back Big East wins at home for the first time in a while, but with 46 points on the board for the Friars, time to take a look at some of the highlights from the first half, and there were plenty of them for both sides. The Friars are good to work early from the perimeter. Kayla Webb, the freshman, hitting the big shot there. However, Xavier would answer. The top three-point shooting teams in terms of three-pointers attempted. It was Ariana Gray hitting a shot to keep pace early on. Off a miss from Williams, Kira Spiewak, 2 of her career-high 9 points in the first half. And they would go to work again through Maddie Jolin, the senior, coming through with the three-pointer. And the Friars running the floor well today. It was Spiewak off the assist from Chanel Williams.
You talk about a Xavier team that did struggle, except that young lady. You saw Ariana Gray with the finish inside. Baskerville, we're going to monitor the health of that right hand. She exited the game with that injury. Yo-Yo Nogic, 8th leading scorer all time, 8 points in that first half. And there's Spiewak, career high 9 points, found that spot up position in the corner. Princess Stewart, one of the many weapons. She had 3 of her 6 first half points on that play. Xavier's got to move that basketball and get some more of those open looks.
And we look at the stat comparison through the first half, and really the top 2 lines have to jump out at you. Providence shooting the ball extremely well, 17 of 26 from the field. But the rebound margin, the Friars plus 10 on the season. They are minus 3.5 per game, minus 5.7 when it comes to Big East play. So they've really done a nice job as a team boxing out players like Gray and company for Xavier.
Yeah, look for Xavier to make some adjustments in halftime. The Musketeers typically hold teams under 40% shooting, so Coach Neal and his staff going to talk about tightening things up on the defensive end. Xavier's got to get back in this basketball game. They're only 5 for 20 from beyond the arc. They've got to shoot the ball better. They've got to rebound the ball, and they've got to get to that free throw line and manufacture some points in order to try to win this basketball game on the road.
Well, and you look at the bottom line there as well. The Friars 13 assists on 17 made field goals. He's doing a nice job of getting the ball into the hands of the right players at the right time, and that has certainly shown with them shooting at a 65% rate. So time for us to step aside once again from here in Providence. We'll be back with more right here on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
One voice, one heart, one beat, as we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
And welcome once again to the city of Providence. At the half here, Friars on top of the Musketeers. But Pam, time to take a look at kind of the week that was in the Big East as we take a look at the weekly honor roll and certainly some impressive performances from last week.
Well, up close and personal with Whitney Jennings right here on Friday morning in the 11:30 a.m. start. She had a game-high 25 points in that triple overtime win by the Friars. She made the game-tying basket at the end of the fourth quarter and to send this game into the second overtime. But what a select group, and I'll tell you what, the talent up and down these rosters week in and week out, it's just really amazing in terms of the talent level, and this is certainly a great group.
Absolutely. As we'll take a look also at Chicha Heidemann, one of the premier players in the Big East. She is so spectacular to watch and has been just on fire this entire season.
Well, Heidemann part of that high-flying Marquette squad, 6-0 in Big East play. Tell you what, they're really off to a fast start. All five scorers, at least 1,000-point scorers. What a group, I'll tell you, that Carolyn Keeger has put together.
Absolutely. So good news for the Friars and their fans. Mary Baskerville out there to start the second half. No wrap, no nothing on her hand. She had gone down awkwardly in the closing minute of the first half. And Ariana Gray and her teammates with their work cut out for them. They find themselves down by 15. And you got to imagine for them, it'll mostly a matter of starting to make some of those threes. They were 5 of 20, just 25% from downtown. And you know they're going to be launching them here in the second half. They'll go to work right away, this time through Princess Stewart. They'll leave it out for Owens. Owens gets by Joel and kicks it out for Stewart. And able to dribble out of trouble was Dunham. Already down to 10 on the shot clock. Owens now will penetrate. And they're going to get the slightest of contact there from Maddie Jolin, but enough to draw the whistle.
T. Owens turns the corner with such authority, puts so much pressure on the defense. Providence wants to keep the basketball out of the paint.
It's a fresh 30 seconds now for the Musketeers. Stewart trying to find a little space in the lane, had to go back out for Dunham. Wasselson now will leave it over for Stewart. Stewart, scoop shot, won't go. Great fighting for the rebound, gets it. Here's Owens for three. And that one won't go. Baskerville, and her hand is not right. She couldn't secure it and was shaking it almost right away. Owens now working inside to kick out for Stewart. Had a Webb flying by. Now Wasselson in rhythm. That one won't go. The rebound comes into the hands of Yo-Yo Nogic. And now Kayla Webb will reset with Olivia Orlando.
You can see why Ariana Gray is the leading rebounder in the Big East. Just relentless on the backboard.
Nogic Puts up the spin move and the shot. Casual 2 points there from Yo-Yo Nogic, who coming into this one needed just 24 points to tie 7th all-time as she continues to ascend up the all-time ranks here at Providence. Three ball on the way from Stewart, no good. Jolin the rebound this time. Gonna race it up ahead. Orlando surveys the scene, finds Webb. Webb dishing it for Baskerville, and let it go in and out that time as she got position on Gray, just couldn't finish.
Great look by Kayla Webb. Baskerville does a nice job keeping the basketball high. She doesn't put it on the floor. That time it just rimmed out, but it was a good look.
Stewart will leave it over for Wasselson, and now it's T. Owens. Again, deep into the shot clock, under 10. Trying to use the screen from Gray. Puts it up, no good. Baskerville, an easy rebound that time. Jolin will push the pace. Nogic for Jolin. Jolin for three. Nothing but net for the senior.
How about that combination? 44 of the 74 points for the Friars in the Butler win. That senior combo worked so well together. Great unselfish play.
Absolutely. So a 20-point lead now for the Friars. Breaking the action as Xavier called timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're watching the Big East on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
And back here at Mulaney Gym in Providence, Xavier has struggled on the road this season, just 1-4. We've seen those struggles continue here this afternoon. Trying to battle back, they'll go to their super sophomore, Ariana Gray, but she lost the handle. Thought she might have initiated some contact there or got some contact, but referees see it another way.
Talk about the Musketeers. They're 10-7 overall, Mike. 9 of those wins have been in the friendly confines on their home court. Young teams have to find a way to win on the road, especially in this tough Big East.
Here's Nogic inside the three-point line that time. Baskerville got a hand on it. And last touch by Baskerville. It'll go back to the Musketeers. Well, let's keep in mind it's been a tough weekend for Xavier. Tough overtime game on the road at Creighton in Nebraska. They lose that one. Some travel issues getting out to Providence due to weather and all other things out of their control. A late practice last night. It's a lot when you add it all up, and maybe not that big a surprise they're down by this many.
Well, and they're running into a red-hot Friars squad with some newfound confidence. We talked about the influx of freshman talent combined with the veteran leadership of Jolin and Nogic.
And another turnover there for the Musketeers. Happy feet by Princess Stewart, who did a little shuffle before making her move. Surprisingly, only the 7th turnover of the game for Xavier. He's done a nice job of limiting the turnovers here this afternoon, but Friars just shooting the ball extremely well, still above 60% for the game, as Gray coming from behind around Butler, kind of tugged on her arm just a little bit there and picks up the personal.
Yeah, she was out of position, so Baskerville got the basketball a little bit too far out, was able to dump it back, play a little inside out, and then repost. Gray got caught on the hold. It's going to force Coach Neal to make a change.
So Gray will come out, just her 2nd foul. Friars get it into Baskerville right away, and that one trickles off the edge of the rim, and last touch by Dunham. She tried to keep it in bounds. Going to go back to the Friars. Two Friars in double figures thus far. Webb and Nogic. Orlando, jumper from the free throw line, off the mark. Stewart able to corral the ball, will lead the charge the other way. Wasselson, and misses the exchange on the handoff. Friars in transition. And Orlando, I don't think she ever saw Stewart coming back. She was more focused on a wide open Yo-Yo Nogic on the perimeter. Winds up turning it over.
Friars have done a pretty good job on transition defense. No easy looks for the Musketeers.
And that was going to be key to their success today, making Xavier uncomfortable and shooting the basketball. We've seen the 3-point attempts go down a little bit here in the 3rd quarter as we have a hold away from the ball.
Going to get Gross for that hold.
It's going to go against Xavier's number 25, Carrie Gross. Friars will bring back Chanel Williams as Jolin gets a rest. Webb. In for Baskerville. Nogic for 3. And that one won't go. Orlando, though, the timely rebound. Baskerville from in close, and that time she hits.
Olivia Orlando, 2nd leading rebounder on the team. She does all of the little things. She's all over the stat line. She's on the floor quite a bit for Coach Crowley as well, having a nice sophomore campaign.
Really kind of the emotional leader of this team as well. Another steal for the Friars. Baskerville jumped the lane, now Webb. Lost the handle, but Williams able to track it down. Orlando for Nogic, puts up the 3, and that one a little off the mark. She was well behind the arc that time. Xavier in transition, quickly to the rim that time. Nice drive by the freshman, Carrie Gross.
That was a quick first step. One of the few transition baskets by the Musketeers. That's a way to get back in this basketball game. Certainly get some easy looks.
The lead still at 20 here for the Friars, as they look to even up their record in Big East play. A win here today would put them at 4-4 in the league. And that would surpass their league total from a season ago, where they were just 3-15 in Big East games. Break in the action once again here inside Alumni Hall. We'll step aside as well. The Friars leading this one by 20. This is the Big East on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Family!
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
Friars on top, 53-33 with 4:28 left here in the third quarter. Mike Mancuso alongside Pam Roper. Glad you could join us on this Sunday afternoon from Providence. Good look there at Mary Butler, who has been one of the most impressive freshmen in the Big East so far this season, a 3-time Big East Rookie of the Week. And has really been getting it done on both ends of the floor for the Friars. Xavier now fighting time and the Friars. Will go to work through T. Owens, who's matched up against Erlette Scott. Gross now. Leave it for Dunham. Dunham matched up against Williams this time. Gives way to Owens. Owens trying to bowl her way through Scott, and now Gray. The kick out, good look for three, and Gross hits. Off the bench. Gross giving Xavier some very good minutes here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Xavier needed that basket. That was good patience offensively. Little three-quarter court press, try to speed up the tempo.
Friars slowly break that pressure. Williams now rotates it to Spiewak, who's had a career day so far. Williams will back it out. The Friars already down to 10 on the shot clock. They'll spread the floor out a little bit here now. Scott trying to fire it into Baskerville, but too many bodies in front.
Too long of a pass. She stared it down too long. Once you hesitate, have to go in a different direction. Good defense by Xavier.
Xavier is going to need to get some points, though, on the offensive end. Gray challenged now by Baskerville. Blocked by Baskerville, but did draw some contact. And that'll put Ariana Gray at the line shooting two. Gray, relatively quiet day, only 9 points so far. And a handful of fouls as well. Does have 6 rebounds. As we mentioned, the Big East leader in rebounds per game has averaged a double-double this season. First free throw is good. It just goes to show you the work that the Friars have been able to do. Been able to box out Gray tonight.
Yeah, terrific defensive effort. Ariana Gray with 9 double-doubles to lead the Big East.
Second one is good as well. Gray now in double figures for the game. They'll extend the defense again.
You can see her athleticism playing the point in the press.
And a foul on Xavier. We'll see who they get. It's going to go against Gray, as Williams was able to slip through right at center court. And that's the third personal now on Gray. So she's going to have to be a little bit more careful here with under 3 to play in the third quarter. Scott now will run the show for the Friars on this possession. Williams. Jolin now back for Williams. Just lost the handle as she made her way into the lane. Gross, a tough pass, but handled by Dunham. And the Friars forced the foul.
Yeah, turnovers mounting for the Friars. One of the things Chanel Williams is working on is being efficient with that basketball. We know she can penetrate, but you want to do it to your advantage. She stays in the play, but draws the foul. Credit her for getting back on defense, but she has to take care of the ball.
Gray back down. Andrea Cooper that time. And able to get herself to the line again. And, you know, Xavier on a little 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes and change. Slowly climbing back into this one. Friars have led by as many as 22 in this one. And that was in this quarter. The Friars just one field goal in their last 7 attempts. We've seen the shooting percentage go down a bit now as they're under 60% for the first time today.
Yeah, Ariana Gray's doing a nice job from the stripe, only shooting at 67% for the season.
Puts the Xavier run to 9-0 now over the last 2 minutes. Friars going to need to get some points here out of this possession. They seem to have a little trouble breaking the pressure. This time they a little bit more fluid in working it across. Williams, or Scott, almost got caught between Scott and Jolin, but Scott able to hold on. 5 on the shot clock, Williams. High off the glass and in. Patented Chanel Williams circus shot drops.
Tell you what, she doesn't need very much space. That's the quickness, the flair. She's fearless. Great concentration on the finish.
Gross now at the other end with the left hand, won't go, and Kira Spiewak are able to grab the loose ball. Spiewak setting up on the perimeter now, Scott and Williams. Jolin leaving it for Spiewak, who's rejected on the inside, but Williams comes away with it. Good look for Scott now as she works her way down the baseline. Cooper off the glass, no good. Spiewak keeps it alive. Her shot won't go, and finally the rebound into the hands of Gross. Owens the other way. She'll wait for reinforcements as they reset with Gross. Owens nearly had it knocked away by Scott. As we approach 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Owens looking for Gray. Gray working on Cooper. Got her elbow up, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
That was a nice job by Cooper to play defense with her feet. She anticipated the spin. Boy, that's a big call by the official. That's 4 on.
Clear's day there. Got that elbow up high as she spun towards the rim and caught Cooper. So 4 fouls now on Ariana Gray. Decision time for Coach Neal as he has a quick conversation as he brings her off the court. I'm sure she'll sit for the rest of this quarter and return for the fourth, but it's going to be tough for Xavier to make up some ground without Gray. Jolin now right down the lane. Cooper. Good ball movement. Here's Webb for 3, and the freshman delivers once again. Haven't really heard from her this half, but is there when the Friars needed her. 15 points now for Kayla Webb. And a 10-second differential now with the 2 clocks as the third quarter winds on down. Dunham, Wasselson, and now Owens. Wasselson for 3 as she was spotting up, and that one rattles in.
That's a good screen that time by Johnson.
Friars can play for the last shot here with the shot clock off. Final 10 seconds. Spiewak is maybe trying to draw some contact that time with Maddie Johnson. And instead, the Friars turn it over, leaving a lot of time on the clock. Coach Crowley not excited about the tail end of that play, feeling that Spiewak was fouled. There certainly did seem to be some contact down the lane.
Well, you know, no lead is safe when you talk about a team that has so many three-point weapons.
Here's Owens at the buzzer, and that one just a bit off the mark. So, Xavier closing the gap down to 15. Bad news for them, only 10 minutes left. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with more from Providence. This is Big East basketball on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
Together!
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
And welcome back once again to Mulaney Gym inside Alumni Hall in Providence. 3 quarters down, 1 to go. The Friars looking for their 4th Big East win of the season. The Musketeers of Xavier looking to crawl back, though, a little bit closer, down by 15 here. Friars looking to win back-to-back Big East games at home for the first time in a while. Coach Crowley having his team in a good spot here, though. Thanks in large part to the play of Kayla Webb, the freshman. 15 points on 5 of 6 shooting. 4 of 4 from beyond the arc, and perfect at the line as well, all in just 22 efficient minutes.
Yeah, don't forget the 3 assists and 1 steal. Young lady really doing it all right now for Providence.
We'll have the opening possession here of the final quarter. Spiewak looking inside for Cooper. Cooper stumbling down the baseline as she got tangled up with Maddie Johnson. It's going to be another turnover for the Friars. Their 15th of the afternoon.
That was good defense by Johnson. Nowhere for Cooper to go. Forcing her out of bounds.
Still over plus 10 in the rebound department as well. 28-16. Xavier doing a nice job of getting to those loose balls out there. There's Owens, the feed on the inside, too strong from Johnson. And a foul on the rebound attempt going against Xavier.
T. Owens with the right idea. Johnson in the right place, right time. Everything but the 2 points. Extended pressure.
Fouls against Johnson, her first of the day. Spiewak skips it across for Nogic, who is waiting for 3. Got it.
I know Yo-Yo Nogic loves that left wing spot. Actually, there's not many spots beyond the arc that Yo-Yo doesn't like, but that's a good use of the skip pass. That's a great tool against the zone defense.
Nogic has been so good for so long from the perimeter. Here's Wasselson. The bank shot won't go. Friars in transition. Nogic says, I want it again. Left it a little short. Now Xavier back the other way.
Xavier's going to have to find number 11 in transition. Can't afford to give Yo-Yo Nogic those open looks. And on this end of the court, Xavier needs a few looks. They can't afford to trade.
Xavier without Gray right now. She continues to sit with the 4 personal fouls. Points hard to come by with her on the bench. T. Owens trying to break down Webb. Floats it up. No good. Webb the rebound. And Owens nearly got called for a reach. Friars quickly for Jolin now. Jolin will hand off to Cooper, who has to dribble out of trouble, and then the foul against the Musketeers. Let's go against Princess Stewart. It's the first on her here today. And now the return of Ariana Gray, as Coach Neal really couldn't afford to wait any longer to bring in his top player.
She does so many things for the Musketeers. She's been an offensive threat. We've seen her own the boards. Showing a lot of trust.
Down the lane, and that one too strong. Of course, they're on the spot collect the rebound. Ariana Gray once more. Around comes Carrie Gross, who's had some productive minutes here for the Musketeers today. Three-pointer on the way, no good for Dunham. And a foul on the rebound attempt. It's going to go against the Friars. Goes against Andrea Cooper. That is the third foul on Cooper today. Nogic will go get a rest for a bit. Alyssa Geary back in for the Friars, and in for Xavier, Tiara Floyd. Dunham floats it up and in.
Dunham's been quiet. She has the ability to create her own shot, that time with the floater.
7 points now for Aaliyah Dunham. Spiewak threw the double team to Cooper, but Cooper just couldn't finish. Stewart now quickly the other way. Dunham for three, no good, and Gray just ripping it away from Spiewak, and then the three ball from Stewart, and all of a sudden Xavier within 13.
Yeah, and Coach Neal looks pretty smart, pretty wise, putting Gray back in. Second chance opportunities. She just chased that basketball, wasn't going to be denied. Nice inside out look.
Jolin left all alone and says, thank you very much, as she hits another three-point basket.
Yeah, lack of communication on the defensive end. Maddie Jolin's been a little quiet.
It's her third three-pointer of the game. She's 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, has 9 points. Dunham able to keep it inbounds and floats it up, no good. Jolin hauls it in. And that will give way to Webb. Webb, who's had a fantastic game with 15 points to lead all scorers. Here's Spiewak for three, and that one a little aggressive. Gray comes up with the rebound.
Gray just climbs the ladder, chasing that basketball.
The miss from Gross, and the Friars a chance to walk it up the floor this time as Xavier retreats back. Maddie Jolin call out the play. That'll sense Kayla Webb and Geary both in motion on opposite sides. Spiewak spin through the lane, and she is hit on the way up by Princess Stewart. Spiewak will have an opportunity at the line and a chance to reach double figures for the first time in her career. For Stewart, her second personal of the day, and already the third team foul here on the Musketeers. And there it is, 10 points for Kira Spiewak. Wholesale changes for the Friars. Baskerville and Williams back in. Jolin and Cooper out, and Nogic waiting at the table to replace Spiewak.
And Coach Crowley really able to keep fresh legs on the floor, and again, that's the advantage to having that kind of depth. It's a luxury Coach Crowley and the Friars have not had over the last couple years. That's been a factor today as you talk about the Friars just being a little bit quicker to the ball.
Well, and that's all coming off a triple overtime game, so needing those legs to be a little bit fresher off the bench here today and relieve some of the starters' minutes. And they have come through for Coach Crowley as we have a travel on Wasselson. And things now starting to fall apart a little bit for the Musketeers.
Yeah, good recovery by Nogic.
You see it so often, the team makes a run, tries to get close to that 10-point mark. Xavier got within 13, and then the Friars started hitting their shots again. Here's Geary for three, won't go. Baskerville couldn't quite reach it, as Tiara Floyd came up with it. Dunham now will work against Williams. Gray forced to give it up to Gross. Now Floyd. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Wasselson with Dunham curling around, passes a little behind her. And now Floyd forced to put up a three and gets it to drop. While I was watching Coach Crowley, he just turned around and shook his head.
Tell you what, we've seen Tiara Floyd do that a couple times from deep. Looked like the Musketeers were out of sync. Tiara Floyd bails them out with the deep three.
For instance, you play 29 great seconds of defense and then give up a long three as the shot clock expires. Oh, what anticipation there by Gray.
Quicker to the basketball. Baskerville backing away. You've got to go catch it first.
Gray on the other end, though, partially blocked by Baskerville and going down hard. It was one of the Musketeers. I want to say it was Gross. Either way, timeout on the floor will step aside as well. The Friars still leading this one by 15. We'll be back with more from Mulaney Gym. This is the Big East on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
Together!
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
4:10 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. The Friars, with a win today, would exceed their Big East win total from a season ago and pick up back-to-back home wins in conference play for the first time in a while.
Tell you what, you have to establish that home court dominance in this league. The fans have been terrific supporting this basketball team, and the energy, you can feel that confidence growing. The youth movement combined with the seniors Jolin and Nogic, and that culture, Coach Crowley and his staff, it's a process, but they're starting to see the results.
Friars looking to push their lead up a little further. Kayla Webb, scoop shot won't go. Gray the rebound. She officially has a double-double on the day. Gross leaving it for Dunham. Xavier's going to need some points in a hurry. They've put up 30 three-point attempts here today. They've made 9 of them.
Big challenge for Gary to defend on the perimeter.
On the inside, and oh, just a little bit too short. Maddie Johnson couldn't hit the hoop.
Johnson had a lane.
Nogic, step back three, got it. Yo-Yo Nogic once again.
Tell you what, that's good recognition by the Friars. Xavier a little bit slow matching up.
And a traveling violation there is getting just a little bit out of control after the little bump. Carrie Gross shuffling the feet. Nogic now with 16 points for the Friars. It's 8 points away from 7th all time. Full court pressure now as Gray trying to chase it down. And they have made her work this afternoon. Ball tipped away. It'll still be with the Friars here. Under 3 minutes to go. Coach Crowley putting his team in a good spot. Pick up 2 wins at home. It was a wild ride on Friday morning. Triple overtime over Butler. And the Friars taking care of business here this Sunday afternoon. Baskerville, the turnaround won't go. Wasselson easily collects a rebound. T. Owens now looking for three. Won't go. Rebound actually just fell into the arms of Gray that time. Johnson for three, won't go. And that one put in, though, on the back door by Carrie Gross.
Good job by Gross. Friars need to limit second chance opportunities. It's a young team learning how to finish. You want to be selective on the offensive end and certainly make teams work when you're on the defensive side of the ball.
Friars still winning the battle of the boards by 8. Missed there, though, by Geary, and another easy rebound for Gray. Musketeers not going away completely here down the stretch. Gray leaving it for Johnson now. As they rotated up top for Gross. Wasselson trying to get free, and a little bit of contact from the arm of Alyssa Geary. And that is only the Friars' second foul, so no foul shots coming up. Sophia Widmeyer and Clara Che will enter for the Friars. Out go Nogich and Baskerville.
Yeah, there's another look at Geary, and you know, with every team playing this wide open style of play, a lot of three-point shooting, that's going to be something Baskerville and Geary are both going to have to continue to work on, their ability to defend on the perimeter.
Johnson off the glass, won't go. And Williams that time out battling Gray. They're going to say tied up by Gray, but the possession arrow actually will favor the Musketeers. So a nice hustle play turns into a big positive here for Xavier. And they will take Gray off the floor. A bit surprised to see her come off. 1:39 left. They have brought in Ashley Gomez.
Yeah, Gray looks a little tired. She's a great three-point shooter.
The Friars 128 away from their 4th Big East win of the season. There's a foul on the Friars, putting T. Owens at the line. And should the Friars hold on, keep this 14-point lead, it would be the best start in Big East play through 8 games since the 2011-2012 season, which they were also 4-4. So Coach Crowley definitely having his team moving in the right direction in conference play in this early part of the conference season.
Yeah, it is a great start considering they were picked preseason number 9.
Now these two teams picked 9th and 10th respectively in the preseason poll. Good look from Williams, finding Widmeyer underneath as Widmeyer heads to the line. Widmeyer, the freshman out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Hits on the first. And now they will bring in Maya Klein, freshman from Stamford, Connecticut. This is her 6th appearance of the season. Last time she played at a career-high 7 points and was hitting everything she was taking. Bringing the bench to its feet on multiple occasions. Here's T. Owens leaving it for Gross. 3-ball, won't go. Geary skying up for the rebound, and Friars can kind of salt this one away. We'll see how deep they go into the shot clock. Klein. And now Scott found herself wide open, decided to put it up. Couldn't get it to fall. Owens behind the back dribble to get further down the floor. Wasselson, the line drive shot, won't go, and Klein the rebound. Friars again a chance to take some more time off the clock. About a 16-second differential here. Final minute of play. Clara Che, the senior from Valencia, Spain. Lead it for Scott, and now Klein for 3. I'm going to say she shuffled her feet before getting the shot off.
Well, you love to see that when kids deep into the bench get their opportunity. Their teammates try to set them up for success. Real tribute to this Friars squad today to build that lead and really not relinquish it in this second half of basketball.
Xavier got to within 13 points. Here's Owens for 3, and that one will go. Brings it to that 13-point margin. Closest Xavier's been able to manage here in the second half. Scott will dribble out the clock, and the Friars will improve to 12-8 on the season, 4-4 in Big East play. And really strong performances across the board for the Friars. Early on, it was Kayla Webb. She finishes with 15 points on 5 of 8 shooting. Barry Baskerville chipping in 11. Yo-Yo Nogic winds up leading everybody with 16 points as she hits 4 more three-pointers for her career. And Kira Spiewak, a career-high 11 points. Time for us to step aside. When we return, we'll wrap things up from here in Providence. This is the Big East on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working group of people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
Together!
The 2019 Big East women's basketball.
It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save. It's time to fuel your ambitions by taking charge of your student debt. At SoFi, we've helped over 250,000 people refinance their student loans, saving thousands of dollars. Now you can pay off your student loans faster and reach your goals sooner. See how much you can save in just 2 minutes at SoFi.com/save.
Coach, we're back in Friartown. We're with Coach Jim Crowley, the victorious Providence Friars today. Trademark of your program is defense. How proud of this effort are you today?
Really proud, and Xavier's a hard team to defend. They all shoot it. They all put it on the deck. Gray's a great player, and we had a long one on Friday. So really proud that our kids played that hard defensively. I mean, we really locked in and worked really hard and were really active and you know, didn't give up many easy scores, which we needed, obviously, as the game went on, and just really proud of our team defensive effort and rebounding.
You've used that word proud a lot of times, and you talk about the investment in the program and this growth of this young team. Talk about the depth and that flexibility and that advantage that puts you at when so many players can come in and contribute.
Well, especially on Sundays, you know, I mean, with the way the league has decided to set things up, you don't get a lot of recovery time, which is really hard on the student athletes. But really proud that our kids, again, I keep using that word, but it's the one that fits. Our kids were consistent with who they are and what they did, and we knew we needed some energy sparks, and I thought Kira did a great job with that, and you can see everyone get excited when their teammates get doing some great things. So. You know, that's how it is in this league. You gotta be able to have depth. You never know when your number is going to be called, and you got to be ready to deliver. And our kids were today, which I'm really excited about moving forward. You know,
we saw the senior Yo-Yo Nogic with 16 points, freshman Kayla Webb with 15 points, kind of seeing the newcomer and the veteran. But most importantly, you're off to a 4-4 start in Big East play. It's the best start in the Big East since the 2011 and 12 season. How can this win today and the win over Butler in triple overtime springboard the program?
Well, there's still a lot of things to learn. You know, we're still giving the ball away more than we should. You know, we still are missing some opportunities to reverse the ball through the paint. I think our offense can keep getting better, and you know, we have to stay consistent. That's one of the challenges. Is obviously enjoying these, growing from these, but also recognizing there's things we want to do better and are going to have to do better as we move into the second round of league play after the Creighton game.
So speaking of Creighton, you have the whole week off, only one game this week. How does that influence and impact your preparation?
Well, you know, we try to stay consistent. You know, the kids, thankfully, that tomorrow being the holiday, they'll have a full day off, which is something that doesn't happen very often because of the way our league schedule is set up. So they'll have a full day off on Monday and on Sunday after we play at Creighton. But Creighton's a great club, very well coached, a lot of great players. So we'll enjoy. We get a full day to enjoy it, and they deserve that. But then we'll get right back to our normal preparation.
Right back to work. So we're with Jim Crowley. The Friars off of a 71-58 win over Xavier. They moved to 4-4 in the Big East play. Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Coach Crowley there, pretty happy with his team's performance. Again, the final score 71-58. Pam, any final thoughts on what we saw here today in Providence?
I'll tell you what, we're seeing this young team emerge. They're starting to get that confidence, and that is an X factor. When a team really believes they can win, they're sharing the ball. That's influencing their defensive intensity. We saw an all-around effort. They own the boards. We saw a Xavier team that came in off of a tough travel itinerary, but this was all Friars today, start to finish.
Yeah, it really was a complete team effort for 40 minutes of play here today in Providence. So that'll pretty much do it for us here at Alumni Hall. The Friars victorious. They improved to 12-8 on the season, 4-4 in Big East play. Xavier falling to 10-8 overall, 1-6 in the league. Thank you all for joining us here on this Sunday afternoon. This has been the Big East on Fox Go, presented by SoFi.